junior year of high school, I got in a car accident, and after the accident, I wasn't in school for, I would say, roughly 3 months. And because of that, it did set me back, especially with like my grades, knowing the content, getting ready for tests. So then when I had to graduate, I didn't have the highest GPA. So then looking at all my options for college, they were pretty limited, but WCC was definitely the one that stood out to me. I thought that this would be a great start for me to start fresh and really like get back in the groove of things. So yeah, I think it was a great decision to come to Westchester, and I'm happy about that. My first year, I actually expressed interest in student government. I started off as senator, became DPR, and now I'm vice president of SUNY Westchester's student government. WCC will always remain in my heart, and it'll be a foundational piece of my life and who I am. And I can't wait to finish that law degree, be the best lawyer I could be, and really come back and be a positive WCC alumna and hopefully help any other students. The scholarship has helped me financially, of course, and especially during a time where I was really struggling and I was unsure of my continued route in WCC, especially because of that financial strain. And it helped myself, it helped my family, and we just had that peace of mind that, I'll be able to continue my education. Nita Lowey was a congresswoman powerhouse. She was a great person to look up to, and I hope that I can use her story as a point of reference and an example of how I want to live my life and hopefully the legacy that I want to leave behind. As a United States Congresswoman, Nita Lowey was a strong advocate for access to higher education, as well as for programs serving low-income student parents and students from disadvantaged backgrounds. Along with her husband, WCC Foundation Board member Stephen Lowey, Representative Lowey was a generous supporter of Westchester Community College Foundation for many years, including funding an endowed scholarship of which I am a proud recipient. In addition to being a dedicated public servant, Nita Lowey was a role model for many. Both the college and the foundation are deeply grateful to have had her as a dedicated member of our community. Thank you for allowing me the honor of presenting this award to the Lowey family in memory of Congresswoman Lowey.
I call on my colleagues today. Let us seize this moment and do what is right.
What an honor it is to serve as the chairwoman of this committee.
We were partners in progress for women on the committee. The issues that related to women's health, we advanced drastically. One of our first accomplishments was to get the funding for women's cancer issues up to $100 million. And once you get there, all kinds of other things are triggered in. So that was sort of the breakthrough.
Just 13% of the budget at the National Institutes of Health was dedicated to women. Research routinely excluded women. Even the lab rats were all male.
She also understood the importance of public broadcasting to our nation's families and children.
I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce to you today two witnesses who frankly weren't called and who are very relevant to this hearing as well.
Representative Lowey, I remember us meeting in 2017 on Capitol Hill We discussed the barriers that prevent more than 130 million girls from their education, and also talked about what we can do to ensure all girls can go to school.
As a supporter of human rights, as a supporter of civil rights, as a supporter of the good causes and the good around the world, no one is better than Nita Lowey.
She is deeply genuine, warm, and kind to everyone. She is universally admired for her hard work, her dedication to her constituents, and her civility. But don't be fooled. Nita Lowey is undeniably a tough, shrewd, masterful legislator and politician. A longtime adversary on choice, Republican Congressman Henry Hyde once told the New York Times, "I don't underestimate her. She'll make you smile while you bleed." We call that the perfumed ice pick.
She may not have a portrait in a committee room in the Hudson Valley, but she certainly will be remembered warmly here by thousands for the help she's given them, for the visits to their schools, workplaces, and senior centers, and for her dogged commitment to them in Congress.